All right, so today I wanted to do a review of the book, What Everybody is Saying. It's by Joe Navarro. I will briefly just read what the back of the book says just to give an idea. Read this book and send your nonverbal intelligence soaring. Joe Navarro, former FBI counterintelligence officer and recognized expert on nonverbal behavior, explains how to speed read people, decode sentiments and behaviors, avoid hidden pitfalls, and look for deceptive behaviors. You also learn how your body language can influence what your boss, family, friends, and strangers think of you. You will discover the ancient survival instincts that drive body language, why the face is the least likely place to gauge a person's true feelings, what thumbs, feet, and eyelids reveal about moods and motives, the most powerful behaviors that reveal our confidence and true sentiments, simple nonverbals that instantly establish trust, simple nonverbals that instantly communicate authority, and then also has examples from his personal experience. So, and again, oh yeah, it does say he used to work for the FBI. So, honestly, in my opinion, it's a very good book. I'd give it like an 8, 9 out of 10. Definitely very good. And again, I'll just briefly go over the chapters, what it goes over. I won't go into detail. I would say it is a beginner to intermediate kind of thing. It's not some super advanced thing, which is good for the average person. It is a very easy read. It's about 220 pages, so a pretty easy read. First chapter is nonverbal communication. The two biggest things I took from it is always be observing, and then make sure you observe in context and establish baseline behavior, right? Because if you're observing someone but it's completely out of context or it's something that is completely normal for them, it's very hard. So you have to figure that out first. Chapter 2 is the limbic response, or people's basically their evolutionary response to these kind of things. And pacifiers and why we do it, right? Pacifiers being things you do when you're nervous, lying, or even confident, right? Or telling the truth, right? Chapter 3, he says that the feet are the most honest body part. They give away, feet and legs, they give away the most clues. And he gets into many reasons for that. I won't, and I think he does bring up some good examples. Chapter 4 is the torso / shoulders. Again, leaning in and out, what that means, signs of confidence, uneasiness, deception. Chapter 5 is the arms. The main thing that I took away from that is the restriction or excess arm movement. Again, a lot of this stuff I think people already knew, but I think a lot of times he puts it in a way that's easy to understand. Chapter 6, hands and fingers, steepling or hiding. Again, this is another very good point. And again, hands and fingers are typically the thing that are most commonly used for pacifying behaviors. So I think that that's very important. Chapter 7 is the face and interpreting face signals. Then again, in the intro, he said the face is actually the least likely, or the worst body part to take cues from, which is probably controversial to a lot of people, but I think he does make a good case for it. The last chapter is deception and detecting deception. And the main thing I took away from that was, number one, he says that detecting deception is very hard, which I think everyone would agree on. But his point is, summing it up basically, is body language not matching up with what people are saying, right? So people will make something up and they'll nod after, right? They will touch their neck, right? That's another example he gives, right? Just these kind of pacifying things, or their body language just not matching up, right? They'll say something and they'll be super confident in saying it, but their body language will suggest otherwise, right? They will be very withdrawn. Their hands will be compressed, right? Their arms will be, they won't move their arms. They're basically like they're trying to hide. They're trying to be as small as possible, right? Just an example of it. But he obviously does a lot better job explaining it than I do. But again, just wanted to make a video on this because like I said, I think it's a very good book. Definitely worth a read. I've read it a few times. Honestly, there's every new time I read it, there's new things I pick up on. So that's what I wanted to talk about as far as that goes. So again, definitely a very good book in my opinion. You should probably check it out. So anyway, if you liked the video, hit that like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.